Hey you guys, welcome to practice. We're going to do shoulder external rotation, pails and rails. I'm going to assume you've done your shoulder cars already. So when you're ready, meet me laying on your mat. The setup for your shoulder external rotation, pails and rails is going to depend on you. So I'm going to show you a couple of different variations that you can set yourself up with. So first of all, you're going to lay down your front and you are going to take your right arm out into a 90-degree angle. So your elbow is in line with your shoulder and your wrist is in line with your elbow. You want to avoid kind of bringing the hand in or pulling the elbow too far down or lifting it too far up, okay? I'm going to use a block underneath my hand. You can also put a block underneath your elbow. If that's not available to you, if by putting your block underneath your fist you can't get your elbow on the ground, then come down to the floor and do the pails and rails straight off the floor. Otherwise, the first setup with a block is going to be here. You're going to bring, again, your elbow to the floor, and then you're going to bring your closed fist to the block. Okay, the second setup will be a block underneath the elbow as well, and then you can take the block, the other block, onto a slightly higher setting. You can play around with which feels best to you. It could be here, it could also be here. So it's going to completely depend on how much mobility you already have in your shoulder joint in external rotation as to what your setup's going to be. So maybe you pause the video, take a moment, set yourself up, find a comfortable position, and then we are going to be here, right, for a couple of minutes. So set yourself up, find your way into your position, let your head come down, rest a bit. I'm going to keep mine up so I can talk to you guys. And simply find your breath. You could rest your forehead on the back of your other hand. But I want you to breathe in and out through the nose. Feeling any sensations that come up in your shoulder or into your arm. Just seeing if you can use the exhales to soften. And just be here and breathe. See if you can lengthen your exhales. And notice as you hold the position, it starts to become just a little bit more comfortable, just a little bit more available. It could feel uncomfortable if you've not been here before. So you're going to hold for just 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, you're going to take a deep breath in. And as you start the next exhale, start to push your fist down into the block, using the shoulder to create the force. Push it down, give me about 10% effort. Now, if it feels okay, push down a bit more, give it 20% effort. Now see if you can push down even more, ramp it up to 30. Maybe if it feels good, ramp it up to 40. If it feels okay, take it up to 50. You could stay there, or maybe you notch it up to 60. I want you to hold it there for 10. Push down for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soften that contraction. Take another breath in and a breath out. Now, can you drive your fist away, or your wrist, whatever's in contact with the block, away from the block? Try to make sure it's not the fist breaking, or the wrist breaking. Try to keep the fist in line with your forearm and pull it away from the block and hold that. Use and engage the back of the shoulder. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. A couple of breaths to soften. And then we're going to go again. Take a breath in. And then use the next exhale to start to create the push, start to drive your fist or your wrist, whatever is there, push it down into the block, engage the shoulder, push down 10%, 20%. Put more force through it, 30% if it feels okay, up to 40%. Take it up to 50. If it feels good, maybe you take it up to 60. Hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Soften. Take a breath in and a breath out. And now again, try to pull your fist or your wrist off the block. Drive it backwards like you're trying to knock it back in space. Hold it there. Engage your shoulder. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Work through the tremble. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down and soften. Take a breath in and a breath out. Good, we'll do one more round together. Take an inhale. Exhale, start to push, start to drive down 10%. Take it up to 20. Move up to 30. Push down, drive up to 40. Take it up to 50. Up to 60. Hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that go. Take a breath in and a breath out. And then start to drive the fist back away from the block. Again, just making sure it's not the wrist doing weird stuff. Try to drive it back and hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. And set it down. Good. And then maybe you breathe here for a couple of moments. Beautiful job. And now from here we're going to find some isometric hovers. We're going to do 8 reps of these. So before we move to the second side, stay exactly where you are in your setup for your pails and rails, and I want you to drive down into your elbow, and then I want you to see if you can pull your fist or your wrist off the block. See when you get to the end of that range how far you can go. See if you can go just a bit further, and then slowly lower it down, slowly lower it down, slowly lower it down. And again, can you pick it up off the block? Can you drive it back just a bit more, trying not to break at the wrist, and then slowly lower it down. Again, and we've got another one. Lift it up. See how far you can knock the fist back, and then slowly lower it down. And then again, pick it up, hold it there, see if you can scrape out even more space, and then slowly lower it down. And again, pick it up, hold, slowly lower it down, pick it up, hold, and then slowly lower it down. Good. Pick it up, hold, slowly lower it down, pick it up, hold, and then slowly lower it down. Good. Shake out the arm, do whatever you need to do. This is where I'm going to leave you. Now you can do that whole thing on the second side. You can rewind the video back to the beginning of this setup and follow the instructions for the other side. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Let me know how it goes for you, and I'll see you soon.